September 6th at 7:30 p.m. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame will kick off their football season facing off against the Wisconsin Badgers at the iconic Lambeau Field. Notre Dame fans, this game is bigger than just 1 week. This is tradition meeting pressure, legacy meeting expectation, and under the lights at Lambeau Field, the Fighting Irish have a chance to make a statement before the season even fully begins. Last year, Notre Dame stumbled out of the gate and spent the entire season trying to recover from that early damage. But this time is different. There's no room for a slow start. Not from the recruiting momentum Marcus Freeman has built this year. Not with the talent flooding in South Bend. And definitely not with the national spotlight locked on this program from day one. And now, Marcus Freeman has a chance to turn this into a launching point for a new era. Elite recruiting class, national expectation, young stars ready to explode onto the scene. Man, it's going to be dramatic, it's going to be huge, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Notre Dame versus Wisconsin. Two massive brands, cold weather football, tradition everywhere, and in a playoff era where early season games matter. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Michigan, and welcome to Game Room Live. Notre Dame football is back. And not just back, Coach Marcus Freeman got this team loaded. Today, we're going to do a full 2026 season preview. The offense, the defense, we're going to take a look and see what this recruiting class looks like and why I think this team has all the ingredients to make another deep playoff run. We're going to get into all that, but first, like the video, share the video, comment down below, go Irish, so I know you love this team just as much as I do. And if you didn't subscribe already, please do so. I would appreciate it. Like I said before, I'm Michigan. Thanks for tapping in. And this is Game Room Live. Notre Dame's quarterback is back for another breakout. I'm talking about number 13, CJ Carr. He's back for another year under center here in South Bend. I can't wait. Last season, he had a phenomenal season. I mean, phenomenal. He broke Notre Dame records, and I'm not talking about old marks. I'm talking about program history marks. The best passer rating in program history. Check out these numbers last year. In 2025, he threw for 2,741 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, and he had a passer rating of 168. That's right, guys, 168. This guy's coming back for us. Now he has a full year of experience under his belt, a system he knows inside and out, and he's surrounded by weapons on offense that include a group of really talented pass catchers, y'all. If CJ Carr takes the next step this season, which I think he will, this Notre Dame offense could be one of the best in the country. I'm talking about best in the country. Now that was CJ Carr. And let's talk about the defense. Now this could end up being very special. Now this is the part I really want to dig into today, because I don't really think people are really talking about how good this defense can be in 2026. Now last year we lost a ton of talent on that championship defense. We're talking about Xavier Watts, Benjamin Morrison, Riley Mills, Jack Kaiser. Those are elite players, multiple NFL draft picks, guys that have been the backbone for this unit for years. And yeah, the 2025 defense has some growing pains early in the season. Everybody knows that. But here's the thing. Those young guys grew up last year. They got their reps, they got their experience, and now they're heading into 2026 and they're ready to go. They ready to prove themselves. They ready to go to war with Coach Marcus Freeman. And let's not forget, he made a key hire this year. He brought in Aaron Henry. Now, Aaron Henry had the #1 secondary in the country at the University of Illinois. That bodes well for us. I think that's key. We're going to get into these defensive players. Let me walk you through some guys that you need to know. First up, number 5, defensive end for Notre Dame, Boubacar Traore. This guy is 6'4", 250 pounds. He's a freak athlete, y'all. He's got long arms and elite first step. He bends off the edge. His own teammates call him a potential 1 draft pick back when he was a freshman. That's how talented this guy is. The problem is injuries that kept him off the field. Back in 2024, he blew out his ACL. The season was over. He came back in 2025 and honestly was already Notre Dame's best player, even while still getting back to full health. He finished the season healthy. He had a full offseason. He is now a redshirt junior with something to prove. There are people in the building who think Traore is capable of double-digit sacks. If that happens, he's going to be one of the most talked about defensive players in the country by October, in my opinion. Breakout candidate, absolutely. He might be Notre Dame's best player on either side of the ball in 2026. That was Boubacar Traore. Now let's talk about Tay Johnson. Tay Johnson, safety. If you think Traore is the breakout on defense, then Tay Johnson is a safety that's going to be an All-American by the end of the season. Tay Johnson wasn't even a starter, y'all. He was coming off the bench. Then the Fighting Irish went 0-2 in their first 2 games, and Chris Ash needed a shakeup. He put him in the starting lineup. Things got turned around, and they never looked back since. He had a pick 6 against the University of Pittsburgh. He had a block punt touchdown return against Texas A&M, which they lost. But I tell you, Tay Johnson is a big play machine. One analyst got his ceiling compared to Kyle Hamilton, which is now an all-pro in the NFL. Now he's a full-time starter with a full year under his belt. Scouts are watching. This could be a monster year for Tay Johnson. In my opinion, at the next level, he can be elite. You put this guy in the right scheme, on the right team, in 3 or 4 years at the next level, he can be an all-pro in my opinion. Now on to one of my personal favorites, Leonard Moore. Now Leonard Moore was already a preseason All-American last year, and he lived up to the hype. I mean, every bit of it. When teams tried to go away from him, it opened up things elsewhere. Now you got to deal with a lockdown secondary that's good on all sides. I mean, all sides. Moore locked down 1/2 of the field already. You ain't got to worry about that. You remember Christian Gray? You might remember him. He had that massive interception against Penn State last year in the playoffs. Well, he's been moved to nickel this year in the spring, and I think it fits perfect for his skill set. Then you add Eden Schuler to safety alongside Tay Johnson. Guys, I'm telling you, you're looking at potentially the best unit in college football. That secondary that can compete with any and everything in the country. You're talking about NFL talent at every level. I mean, every level. Man, I tell you that Leonard Moore, he is special. He's very special. I can't say enough about Leonard Moore. I think he's going to do really special things at the next level. And whoever gets him, they're going to get a special talent. Now we come to the segment, guys, to where I call it a wild card. And this is where I'm going to pick a player that I think is going to have a breakout year this year or maybe next year. I was going to go with Keon Keeley, the transfer out of Alabama. I also thought about Francis Brew, the D tackle out of Pitt. But I think I'm going to go with a guy that currently is going to commit May 15th. And his name is David Fulleruncho, defensive tackle, St. Patrick's High School, Chicago, Illinois. This kid is a 5-star recruit. Rivals has him as the number 9 player in the entire country. He stands 6'4", 285 pounds with elite athleticism for his size. And he plays for Tom Zibikowski, former Notre Dame safety at St. Patrick's High School. So the Irish connection is there, and the Irish connection is very deep as well. Like I said before, he announces on May 15th. I want to say Notre Dame is the crystal clear leader, but I don't know. I'm wishing, I'm hoping, but we still got to beat out Texas Tech, Michigan, Georgia, Miami. But if we do land them and we pair them with Aiden O'Neal, I'm telling you guys, this 2027 class can be historically good for many years to come. So let's take a big look at the whole picture. I'm talking offense and defense. Let's start with the offensive side first. And the first person that comes to mind is no other than number 13, CJ Carr, quarterback. He's coming back this year. He's healthier. He looked good in the blue and gold game. He has more experience, and he's coming off a record-setting year, and he has weapons around him that's constantly improving every day. Now the defense. Best secondary in the entire country. Best in college football. A pass rush led by Traore. He's healthy now. More dangerous. Interior line is good. Edge rushing is good. We're going to compete for a national championship this year, guys. I really, truly do believe that. Now let's talk about the recruiting. 2027 class is top 5 nationally. Everybody knows that. 14 commits, offense and defense being built simultaneously. Marcus Freeman is building something very special here in South Bend, y'all. Then he took them to the national championship, also the playoff. Now he's recruiting at a level that Notre Dame hasn't seen in a very long time. The 2026 season starts September 6th at Lambeau Field against the Wisconsin Badgers. And I'm here to say Notre Dame will be ready. We will be ready. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. I appreciate you guys tapping in the Game Room Live. Let me know in the comments of which 2026 defensive player you're excited about. Maybe it's Tay Johnson, Traore, Leonard Moore, and also circle that calendar for May 15th to find out where David Falarancho is going to commit to. Please like the video, subscribe if you didn't, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'll miss your game. Go Irish. Peace.